The Single Mom Who Mysterious Letter Emotional Family Story. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Family Story World. Today, I want to share a touching story about hope, kindness, and how one small act can change a person's life forever. Sarah was a 32-year-old single mother living in a small town in Texas. She worked long hours at a local grocery store to support her 8-year-old son, Ethan. Life was never easy for Sarah. Every morning, she woke up before sunrise, prepared Ethan for school, and rushed to work. After work, she came home exhausted, cooked dinner, helped Ethan with homework, and then prepared for the next day. Despite all the struggles, Sarah always smiled. She never wanted Ethan to feel that life was difficult. One cold winter evening, Sarah checked her mailbox on the way home. Among the bills and advertisements was a plain white envelope. There was no return address. Curious, she opened it. Inside was a handwritten letter. The letter said, "Dear Sarah, you may not remember me, but 10 years ago, you helped a stranger during the hardest day of her life. Your kindness was never forgotten. Please accept this small gift with gratitude." Sarah was confused. She couldn't remember who had written the letter. Then she noticed something else inside the envelope. A check. Her hands started shaking. The amount written on it was $10,000. Sarah couldn't believe her eyes. She thought it had to be a mistake. That night, she barely slept. The next morning, she went to the bank. After verification, the bank confirmed that the check was real. Sarah was overwhelmed, but the mystery remained. Who had sent it? A few days later, another letter arrived. This time, the writer explained everything. 10 years earlier, Sarah had been a college student. One rainy evening, she had found a woman crying alone at a bus station. The woman had lost her wallet and phone. She had no money and no way to contact her family. Most people walked past her, but Sarah stopped. She bought the woman dinner. She paid for a hotel room for one night, and she helped her contact her family. Sarah had completely forgotten about that moment. To her, it was just the right thing to do. But to that woman, it meant everything. The woman wrote, "That night, I had lost hope. You treated me with kindness when I felt invisible. You reminded me that good people still existed." Sarah sat quietly as tears filled her eyes. She had never expected anything in return. Weeks passed. Life became a little easier. Sarah paid off some debts. She fixed her old car. And for the first time in years, she opened a small savings account for Ethan's future. One Saturday afternoon, there was a knock on her door. Standing outside was a well-dressed woman with a warm smile. It was the woman from the letters. Her name was Emily. Emily explained that after that difficult night years ago, her life slowly improved. She started a small business. The business grew beyond her dreams. Eventually, she became successful. But she never forgot the young college student who helped her when she had nothing. Emily said, "I spent years hoping I could thank you properly." Sarah invited her inside. The two women talked for hours. They laughed, they cried, and they shared stories about life. Before leaving, Emily handed Sarah another envelope. Inside was a note. It read, "Kindness is never wasted. Sometimes it takes years to come back, but it always leaves a mark." Sarah framed that note and placed it in her living room. Over time, Emily became a close family friend. She often visited Sarah and Ethan. She encouraged Ethan to follow his dreams. She helped Sarah gain confidence to start a small online bakery business from home. At first, Sarah was nervous, but Emily believed in her. Slowly, customers started ordering cakes and cookies. Then, more customers came. Within 2 years, Sarah's small business became successful. For the first time, she felt financially secure. One evening, Ethan asked his mother, "Mom, what changed our lives?" Sarah smiled. She looked at the framed note on the wall. Then she answered, "It all started with one simple act of kindness." Years later, Ethan graduated from college. During his graduation speech, he shared his family's story. He told everyone how a small act of kindness had changed generations. The audience stood and applauded. Sarah looked proudly at her son. And in that moment, she realized something important. Success isn't measured by money. It's measured by the lives we touch. Because sometimes the smallest act of kindness creates the biggest miracle. And that's the end of today's story. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for watching Family Story World.